Thank you. Thanks. Cheers. It wasn't that bad.
Rory, over to you, mate. Thank you.
Hi. Thank you. Lively.
How proud of yourself are you after that knock today?
Yeah, it was tough out there, to be honest. And I think there's just a sense of relief and just overjoyed really. Since obviously my first game, I found hundreds aren't easy to come by in Test cricket, so this one, for me is very, very special.
It is, as you say, it's nearly 4 years since you got one on your debut. Has it been? I mean, it's been a bit of a journey with being in and out of the team and injuries and stuff like that. It must be nice to end that little drought.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, since my debut, obviously a lot's gone on. So I think that time and I guess hard, difficult phases and injuries and things like that, and obviously a lot of time on the sidelines, I think really makes you appreciate and value, I guess, getting the opportunity and then getting another one. So it's amazing.
Can you tell us what the chat was like with Ben and with Brendan as well? Obviously, we know that at various points this summer it's been about getting the ball to disappear into the stands a lot, but I guess this game and this attack required something a bit different.
Yeah, I think that's obviously what I guess people expect, but I think because it was quite tough, and once the ball got old, it was actually pretty difficult to score. And like I was facing Maharaj a lot, he was facing Harmer a lot, so it was actually really hard to get away. And Ben was quite clear. He just said, "Look, we can absorb as well, and this is a difficult phase. Let's make it hard for them. Score where we can, be busy, but don't do anything stupid." I guess that's what we went with.
We'll go Will and then Mel.
Ben, even these last few weeks, you obviously missed a test and a half with COVID, which is probably really annoying timing, but you were kind of getting into stride back into the team. Could you just take us through that? And you talked about a journey in the team and how you've been a bit in and out of the side. Was that just another really annoying moment for you?
Yeah, it was. I guess one you don't really expect. But I think I just felt awful during that game. And then obviously getting the opportunity of being number one, and then pretty soon after getting something like that was very frustrating. But I've had a bit of stuff go on since I've started playing, so I'm used to little setbacks like that.
And in terms of your batting since that debut tour, obviously it almost couldn't have gone better with the bat. Obviously there have been issues being in and out of side and a bit of inconsistency of selection, but have you felt you've underachieved with the bat, given the first class record?
Yeah, I think to be honest, I think sort of my first 10 games, I reckon I was kind of looking and thinking, geez, how hard to Test cricket. Just I guess the West Indies tour, the wickets out there. Then I came in for those 3 in India, and it was obviously crazy to bat on. And I guess it's a different role as well. Obviously at Surrey, I just bat 5 and I just play. And I think when you get on quite challenging batting wickets, batting at 7, obviously there's a good chance that you're going to lose some wickets quickly, and you have to play a different way. And I think for me is learning how to do that as well as I can, just because it's not my natural game. Finding a way to be able to, quite early on in my innings, I guess put pressure back on the bowler rather than just batting.
Mel, George, and then Dean.
Just before you even came into the side, your keeping was, I guess, lauded so much by people, and they wanted to see you in there, and that whole debate about whether you were the best pure wicketkeeper or batter. I just wonder, having made now another century and at home, if that sort of gives you a bit more confidence or more of a sense of belonging that you're able to do that and combine it with the keeping.
Yeah, I think it definitely gives you confidence. Getting 100 obviously does. But I think, I guess batting at 7, when I bat at 5, hundreds are definitely something I think about. But I think at 7, it's I think more about just trying to contribute. Because obviously you're not going to get as many opportunities to get 100. So I think if I can contribute in some way, whether it be the game situation, if I'm batting with the tail, if I can get a 40 there and kind of dominate that partnership, then that's my job. But I think obviously getting a big partnership here and getting the opportunity to get 100 definitely gives me confidence going forward.
Other Ben has been very positive about your keeping in every press conference we've had, basically. Firstly, have you been aware of that? But also, has all the talk of, the aggressive style, I don't know, has that put any pressure on you, particularly as it's a bit of a long tail, and it maybe doesn't particularly suit the sort of traditional way you play?
Yeah, I think because it's not my natural game, as I say, it's like, I think just trying to work out how to play best. And I think sometimes I haven't got the balance right where, because I'm not, I guess, an explosive batter, I can, if I'm trying to score, I can start pushing at the ball and things like that and playing at balls I shouldn't be. So I think it's probably for me, it's like being really clear, obviously practicing in a different way for that role, but also being really clear when I am just going to bat or when I have to push the button, how I'm going to do it. Don't just kind of throw my bat out side off stump. Actually go, right, I'm happy to get out if I'm doing this or this. Not just kind of giving it away, I guess. And then, Stokes, I've been told that, but I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, but that must be comforting, must be good to hear.
Yeah, lovely. Anytime we compliment you, it's nice. But yeah.
Dean, Lawrence, and I'll finish with Tim.
What was it like batting that amount of time with Ben and putting on such a kind of crucial partnership together? I mean, what was it like and how much did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Obviously, last week didn't get any. So I guess the opportunities to bat for a long period of time and stay out there was obviously fantastic to start and then build on that partnership. Obviously, with the state of the game, trying to extend that lead and put us in a really strong position. I think that's what you enjoy, is being able to contribute to key phase of the game. And he's a great guy to do it with. Kind of takes the pressure off you. And when he went from 50 to 100, he kind of raced away and kind of put it back on them and let me just bat, which was awesome.
Did you kind of think, obviously with the film coming out today, that was probably a good way for Ben to celebrate?
Yeah, he's got a few good things going on in his life, and everyone wants a piece of him. So obviously, great film as well, must say. And then the way he played was pretty special.
And were you at all surprised, you talked about last week, were you at all surprised not to see more of Nokia, particularly between lunch and tea?
I'm not too sure really. Potentially. I think obviously they saw a couple of balls really spun just before and had that DRS. So I think that's obviously the way they went. But I think they're pretty good attack, to be honest with you, all round. So they've got a lot of options in what way to go.
Ben, I was going to ask about Nokia, actually. You obviously got him a couple of times cheap at Lords, and he was the guy who was bowling when you came in today. How pleased were you with the way you handled him and the other stuff?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think it's just, I've been a little bit out of touch. Haven't been lining up as well as I'd like in the last couple of championship games and then in the first one at Lords. So I think it's about, for me, it was just working out how to do that better. That's what I worked on between these two games. And I felt like I did line it up better and play better.
When you say you lined it up better?
Just a couple of technical changes to just back pass stuff, things like that.
Ben talked about the kind of different approach, I guess, of batting at 7. Is there anyone who's given you particular advice on that, how to approach it?
So to be fair, I've spoken to Popey a bit. I've looked at Ruti's game as well because I think because I'm not like someone like Johnny or Stokesy who can just muscle it over the boundary. I think being smart and being able to hit gaps and use feet and things like that. And I guess Brendan as well. He's obviously don't play quite like him, but something like that obviously as head coach, and for him to be quite clear with the way he's happy for me to play and wants me to play, and obviously Marcus Trescothick as well, working it out with him. But I think it's just kind of trying to do it my own way, and not think I can hit it into row Z because I'm now batting at 7. Just trying to do it my way and think, how can I scrap I guess, twos and things like that, and hit it into pockets.